Guys, if you're watching this, make sure you subscribe. If you want to watch the whole thing, you can watch it on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify. Anyone that knows me knows I am a TOWIE connoisseur.
Good.
If someone put a gun to my head and said, what happened this season? If you don't answer, you die.
I actually remember how I first messaged you, Grace. I found your TikTok and I was
God
like, this
forbid.
girl's really fucking funny. I was scrolling through and you was like, I've been watching TOWIE lately. Do all girls just sleep with their friends' boyfriends? I was like, that's definitely aimed at me, but I'm all right with it. I'm fine with it. I'm going to message her and I'm going to befriend her.
And that did happen.
It did happen. You actually replied, you can sleep with my dad if you want.
My dad listens to this. So sorry, Dad. He's going, yes.
I'm not going to sleep with your dad. But thank you for the offer.
Anytime. So, before TOWIE, what'd you do?
I was training to be a hairdresser.
Oh, snip, snip.
I can't snip. I can't actually do anything. I can't do anything. It was a waste of a year of my life. Like, I hated it. I used to cry every morning.
Oh.
Train life, hated it.
Of course,
it was just a lot for me. Like, I just didn't. It's all too much. I used to mingle a lot with like the clients, and I'd be like friendly with them. But other than that, no, not for me.
It's not for you. You can't drink on the job.
No hand-eye coordination. Can't do fuck all.
Yeah, why the fuck did you go into that?
I don't know. I actually had so many different career ideas. I remember sitting on the train once and deciding I was going to be a dog braider.
Sorry, what?
Dog braider. Yeah.
I mean, look, aim high. Love that. Honestly, aim really high.
Couple staffs.
Yeah, get at it. I'm going to go have a cup of tea. Wow. I can kind of see you as an air hostess, though.
I'm too short, Grace.
Tea, coffee?
Too short. You set me up for a foul, yeah. 5 foot tall. I can't reach any of the...
Do you have to be a certain height?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose you've got to get the doors open.
I can't reach any of the overhead lockers. I can't do it anyway. Like, so what am I...
Do you mind putting that up? Thank you. Is that
Me
all
walking
right?
around, you're right, close it for me. See you
Listen,
later.
you'd at least be like a Virgin Atlantic. You wouldn't be an easy jet.
I think I'd be Emirates.
Oh, okay.
Mug me off. So I was going to be a jet too.
I love Jet 2.
I like Jet 2.
Sponsor me.
A lot of Jess Glynn though.
Too much Jess Glynn.
You don't need it.
I'm a nervous flyer. It's like, darling, hold my hand. I'm like,
I'm not going down listening to Jess Glynn.
no, God forbid.
No, you won't.
I'd carry the plane back up.
You wouldn't.
There's no way.
I once read somewhere that someone listens to Britney Spears the whole time they're on a flight because they think there's no way I'm going to die listening to Britney. And I actually think it's quite a good idea.
Look, you've said this now. Now everyone's going to start listening to Britney Spears and jinx it.
No.
And we're going to all go down listening to Womanizer.
Or toxic.
Or toxic. I'm like, I'll be fine. I'll be great. Love my life.
You know, and it's like the really harsh violins. Like, please. The orchestra version of toxic.
Actually, I might look that up later. Go for a dramatic car ride.
Yeah, it would. It is. And you look out the window, toxic.
Is.
I love that.
I love toxic. You love toxic.
I do love
And
toxic.
we'll get onto that.
We know about that.
But anyway, how did you get scouted for TOWIE?
I got scouted. I actually remember it was like 3 days after my 18th birthday. I had no money.
Because you're one of the youngest people on there, aren't you, surely?
Yeah, I started it when I was 18.
Little lamb.
Just a little baby girl. Little baby girl. And they DM'd me on Instagram and they was like, where do you live and how old are you? I was like, weird.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Age, sex, location.
I was like, I'm 18 and I live in Essex. So I was like, we're looking for people for a reality show, but they didn't say what reality show it was. So I was a bit like, what's this reality show about young people in Essex going to be shit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all of us, like, oh no, I could just imagine it's going to be really cringy.
Like young, dumb and full of cum or something.
Yeah, in Essex.
In
like,
Essex.
like walking around the sugar hut that's empty. Do you know what I mean? Like, I thought, what's this going to be like? And then I had a meeting. I was really skeptical at first. I was like, can you actually email me? Because I just don't think you're legit. Like me asking, I don't even think I had a fucking email address. So why was I asking them to email me? But I don't know what I was so scared about anyway. What was I hiding about? What was I hiding from? But anyway, they emailed me and it turned out to be from Lime, which is obviously the people who make TOWIE.
Oh, okay.
We done like a Zoom call and stuff like that. And I was like, listen, I'm the girl about town. Everyone knows me. It's 18. No one knew me. No, I was like, ever I walk in, everyone's like, fuck, Chloe Brockett, fuck. Like, no one knew who I was. no one.
Chloe Brockett, shit.
No, oh my God, shit, it's Chloe Brockett. And I was like,
well.
me and my friends are so close. Me and my friends wasn't that close. So what it was there was a picture on my Instagram of my birthday party, like, meal. And they was like, oh my God, your group of friends looks amazing. It's like, you know, when you go out for your birthday, it's like a few of your friends, they don't really know each other that well.
Yeah.
That's what's happened. And that's why we fell out so quickly because we wasn't really that close. Like, obviously I did work with Ella and I knew her. We never really was the closest.
Well, that went well. Yeah.
I think that went down like a lead balloon. And then Joey, obviously me and Joey was really close.
Oh, yeah.
And Kelsey was my friend and she didn't know them.
Joey left for uni.
Yeah, he left.
Was he still there?
I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really know what
doing.
Joey's doing. He's just being a fashion icon somewhere.
Of course, got to be done.
The best thing about Joey was I had a launch for my clothing brand, which I don't do anymore. No,
I was about to plug it. I was like, Miss Bay.
Short-lived. And
Anyway.
Joey was like, sit me away from any of the reporters. I don't want to speak to reporters. I want to be anonymous. I was like, okay, Joey. He's made a beeline for a woman from the Sun. I thought this poor lady, he was talking to her, he's like, you know, I just want to be anonymous. I'm like, you can't have that as a Sun headline. Yeah, I just want to be me. Like, everyone's just obsessed with me. Don't I look really skinny?
No, but
me.
they are. His thing is so controversial because they're like, is he okay?
He's fine.
Isn't he okay?
No, he's really fine. Like, honestly, I see him and I'm like, he's so fine.
He's
like,
so fine.
He's so fine. He's just really good at using FaceApp. Like, that's...
Amen. Me too.
So am I.
So you had the meetings, whatever.
Yeah.
How did you... Were you not bricking it a little bit? I'd have been bricking it.
I was bricking it, but I was also bricking it about the fact that if I didn't get this job, I would have to go back to getting on a train.
You were ready for it, yeah.
I was literally
Do
like,
whatever.
listen, I will sell my soul. I want to be on this show. I was like, if I don't get on it, I'm going to be so gutted because we've had like a taste of it now. Do you know what I mean? I want to do it. They didn't tell us that we got on the show until literally a few days before. They called us and was like, you need to get a dress during the opening credits. I was getting my nails done. I was like, I felt like it was my big moment.
How awkward is that to film though when you're like...
Oh, yeah, it's a bit awkward. If you look at the opening credits from when I first joined, I actually asked the lady to make me look like Dolly Parton. Walked in, I was like, I don't know why. I walked in and said, make me look like Dolly Parton. I've got a side Parton now, but it was a big one.
She took that serious,
hell, she quit it. I actually had a clip in to keep it in and she took it out before I went on.
Wow.
I had like tassels on my dress. I looked a bit like a saloon girl.
Wow.
And there's me like sort of slut dropping and blowing a kiss. That was the opening titles for a little while.
First scene you filmed?
First scene I ever filmed was around the back of
Sainsbury's.
It weren't very like it was like literally near a car park, like near a bin. I really overthought my outfit. I was wearing like snake print flares, a roll neck and a hat, and I was like, I'm gonna be a fashion icon. No one else.
I remember this outfit. As soon as you said the hat, I know what you're talking about.
Fine. Yeah. And I like had a blow dry and I got my makeup done and like my lips were like massive.
Love
like
that.
Everyone would be like, Christ, their lips are big.
Juicy babe, yeah.
They were too big. You can actually see my teeth at one point. And then me and Joey had an argument in our first scene because he told me I looked like a Hollywood botch job gone wrong or something. I was absolutely fuming. I was like,
on camera
I was so angry. I was like, after the scene, I went to him, don't ever try and get in my fucking car again. He was like, I wasn't even in your car. I was like, well, don't go near it.
Yeah, don't even try.
Don't even try.
Don't even
You can walk home. Walk home. Walk home. Ella, pick a side.
When you're filming, is it actually... Is it because everyone always like it must be a bit scripted? It must be a bit scripted.
Yeah.
But is it? Do they just go talk about this? Go.
No. So what it is I think people always say like, oh, it must be scripted, and it's really not. Like we're not paid to say that. It's actually not. It's actually not. What it is so obviously when you're around each other all the time, you're filming. You're in like this bubble. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're going to scenes together. You're going to events together, and it might be something as silly as like so and so give me a dirty look the other day. I'll tell someone we call CLT, which is like our cast liaison team. They'll call me up, Chloe, how you feeling? I'm like, yeah, good. This one's a bitch. Give me a dirty look, and they'll be like, okay. They'll write it all down. You'll go into your next scene and they'll be like, okay, Chloe, say what you sang the other day. So it's never ever scripted, and it's always come from...
I regret what I say the day before,
so do
though.
I. There's been many times I have regretted it.
Did you feel like you had to go in with a bit of like... Because you've changed so much to how you were in the first season. First season, you were a liability.
It was too much.
Loved it. But a liability.
Yeah, I was a liability, yeah. There was you couldn't really make out a lot of what I was saying a lot of the time. There was a lot of hysterical screeches, like always being carted on. Umbrellas. Yeah, that was a few series. That wasn't really my first.
I loved it.
I was so angry. I remember I was just bouncing up and down on the spot, being like, oh, I can talk to you. I can do whatever I like. I can do whatever I like. I can do whatever I want. What the fuck is your problem? What the fuck is all your problem? It's pointing at a producer. You got a fucking problem too. I was starting on absolutely everybody. And there was like a crowd of people that day forming behind the camera that was videoing me jumping up and down on one spot, mortifying. It was bad.
But you've changed though.
You know what it is? I just feel like I haven't changed. It's still in me to be like that. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, you're a big brother, yeah.
And we love that. We fucking love that. But I don't... I just don't feel like some people are really worth me screaming and shouting. I feel like I noticed towards like the last few series that I filmed, people wanted a reaction because they was like,
so they were doing it for
newbies. Like for instance, Danny, like she asked for that scene with me and was like, it's my big moment. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, really, should I have shouted at you? Probably not. I probably should have just said, I don't give a fuck about you.
Here we are.
Do you know what I mean? And that's why I think I don't want to give people that aren't worth my time a screaming, like, I don't want to do it.